Hey everybody, welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for my weekly recap of Love and Hip Hop New York. This is season 10, episode 9. And it was titled December to Remember. Alright, y'all. So it starts off with where it left off, where Tahiri was going off in the club and everything like that. And she walked off like F this scene, F y'all right now. Erica kind of figuring, she was trying to figure out what was going on with Tahiri because like she don't usually pop off like that unless provoked and stuff. So she was just really trying to figure out what was going on. So she went over there to Jonathan and Sin and was asking them, and they were basically like, we don't know what's going on. Sin was like, she looked like she was trying to say something, but she didn't really say it. And then Jonathan gonna speak up talking about some she just need to tell us what's going on with Joseph and all this other stuff. And I'm like, now you want to say something, but whatever. Then Erica said something like she basically was like, she telling them that nothing was going on with Joseph and that she meaning to get all misconstrued the way it got and something else. And then it was like this weird, I don't know what if it was editing or if that's how it happened, but then it was just weird. And then Safari was talking about the dog taking a big dump or whatever. So I was just like, what? That was stupid. Anyway, we'll stick with we'll stick with Erica and Tahiri. So later on, she invited her over to the house. Erica invited Tahiri over to her house or whatever. Tahiri come over there and she had on some, I thought it was like a onesie. But it was like this long sweatshirt. It was like a sweatshirt dress or something. I don't know. Or maybe she was just wore like an oversized sweatshirt. But it looked comfortable. I was like, where'd she get that from? Anyway, because that wasn't important to the story. But she was telling Erica that she apologized and stuff like that for, acting the way she did at the party and stuff. And Erica was like, well, yeah, girl, what was going on with you? Talk to me. She was just like, and then she started crying. And then she said that she went to get her mammogram. They saw a spot. And then she went to get the ultrasound, a follow-up ultrasound. And then they saw another spot. And they told her to go to a breast specialist. So that had her really concerned and stuff. Because obviously something there. Because she didn't have the mammogram, the ultrasound. And now they telling her to go to like a breast specialist. So she like really concerned now. So, she was telling Erica that she by herself and who wants to take care of her, and she just scared. So Erica went over there and hugged her and was like, "You're not alone. I'm here. I'll go with you. Just come with me. We'll go together." Stuff like that. So then we see her. Oh, and then Erica was saying like her dad just died. I knew he had passed away, but I didn't know it was from cancer. So she was saying that she understood, like losing somebody or just being scared from cancer or whatever, or that fear of I'm sorry, y'all. This thing, there we go, cancer. So she gonna go with her. So then we see Erica. She going to the breast specialist to go with Tahiri or whatever to get her breasts re-examined and stuff. And oh my God, when they smushed her breasts in there, I was like, this is so freaking barbaric. Like all this technology, and we cannot find a better way to examine a woman's breast. I bet you if men had to get their testicles smashed, we would have found a better way to look at somebody's breasts. Because it is just ridiculous. So because she was like, ow, it was hurting her because it was just ugh. That's so barbaric. But anyway, she was still, nervous and stuff because then after they did that, the doctor came in there and was like, we got to do a biopsy because we see something in the middle of your breast and we need to figure out what it is. So then she starts crying and stuff. Erica came back in there, to be with her. The nurse came and got her, took her down to the lab. Well, I guess not the lab, but a different area in the suite to get the biopsy. And then the doctor said we'd be back in 20 minutes. So that's fast. They must do it in their center. So she came back in. The doctor was like, it's not cancer, it's benign. So don't worry about it. It's just a cyst in your breast. I was like, oh my God, I was so excited for her. So but she gotta come back in 6 months to just get it rechecked out or whatever like that. So that was good. So Tahiri was happy. Well, Erica was happy too. Erica was happy. I'm happy. So, and like Tahiri said, women, please, 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 please get your breasts checked out. Check your breasts once a month. And if you feel something different, please, 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 please get them checked out. Please. Please, the sooner the better. The sooner you find it, the better it is. It is not spread or anything like that. But please get your breasts checked out. All right, that's my PSA. Let's go on to someone else. Let's see. All right, we'll do Remy and Pap. So Remy and Pap, they was at the radio station. Well, I don't know if it was a radio station or if it was the girl's office, but they was going to see her friend TT or whatever. She's part of the managing team, and they look like they defeated. Like Pap and Remy look real sad and stuff like that. And TT like, what's going on? What's happening? So Remy was like, well, you know, like, I was waiting for me to be off parole and everything to get settled and me to do the music and all this other stuff. And then here we go, this girl want a clout chase, talking about Brittany Taylor, that girl from the earlier seasons of Love and Hip Hop New York. Child, what her old annoying ass. She wanted to fight everybody on the show, and then nobody was really giving her no smoke. And now she was acting like Remy did something to her, and then she wanted to sue Remy. Y'all heard the stories in the blog. What's it? Early or late last year. But y'all heard the story, and the girl was trying to put charges on Remy again. So Remy worried about that. She worried about if she would go back to jail and all this other stuff. And she was basically talking about how, you know, her being a celebrity is chance for people to come after them. Her and Pat both said the same thing. For them to come after them, clout chase and do all this other stuff. So the girl, TT, was like, basically, y'all going, you know, you won't have to, this is what you want to deal with. This is your reality type thing. She was like, people going to talk. People going to say that Remy shot her friend over a bag. Remy was like, lies. Then she was like, Remy always want to pop off and start some drama. She was like, lies again. She was like, but this is what you going to have to deal with all the time. Like, this is what you going to have to deal with. So you going to have to fight this case, get your lawyer on it, and you going to be good or whatever. So they go down to the law office, the Dawn, I guess she Remy's regular lawyer or whatever like that. She tells them that the prosecutor wants to resolve the case, and they want her to plead guilty and get like 6 months with like, I don't know if they said parole, probation, or whatever like that, but just she gotta be good for 6 months, and if she good for 6 months, then they gonna dismiss the case or whatever. And Remy was like, no, like, hell no, this is going on long enough. We need to go to trial. We need to say that, like, look, the judge need to see how foolish this case is. I don't want no parole. I don't want no probation. And she was like, well, the lawyer was like, well, we got to take that chance. If you don't win, you might go back to jail. She was like, well, how long is it going to be? And she was like, a year. I could do that. And Pat was like, no, you cannot. Like, no, we is not having you in jail for no another year. Like, what are you saying? She was like, I did 7. I could do a year. And I'm like, Remy, now you just had that baby. You could not be away from that baby that long. No. And so the lawyer was like, well, we'll talk to him, and we're going to have to be ready to fight, basically. Like, look, if you don't dismiss this charge, this is what we're going to do. We ready. Like, bring it, okay? I think it did end up getting dismissed or whatever, because that girl was lying. Like, because I think she blamed somebody else at one point. I can't remember the story. But please, I think I might touch that child. Anyway, at the end of the Remy and Pap story, they said that she was basically saying like how much she lost everything when she went to prison and stuff like that, and she can't really imagine going back to jail. She was like, Pat was right, I can't go back to jail for no year. And then they were showing little baby Remy, and she was like, I just had a baby. It'd be detrimental if I went back to jail and stuff. So she came to her senses. Like, she was just basically like, off the top of her head, like, I can do a year or whatever, but she really wasn't looking at the big picture. So we'll see what's going to happen with Remy. But like I said, we already know what's going to happen in real life, but on the show, we'll just got to act surprised. So then we see Yandy. She get a call from Andy. See, she in the car. She looking irritated and everything. She in the car. She going somewhere. She said that she was aggravated and late because she was meeting up with one of her not charity cases. One of her Jesus, I can't think of the word. But one of her, not fundraiser. Oh, it's gonna come to me later, y'all. Oh, that's gonna make me so angry. But not charity. One of her foundations. There you go. one of her foundations that she was doing, and it was like, I think it was for some teens or something like that, but she was running late. So she was talking to me in DC and just saying that she wished that he was there and stuff. And he was like, yeah, I know. She was like, well, where's you at? You were supposed to be back. You were supposed to be home a month ago. And he was like, I don't know, like my paperwork keep being push. And I think it got to go through that place where you protested it. It got to get processed. And y'all know the story where the prisoners was in the jail. They had like no heat, no blankets, no food, no water. They ain't had like no nothing. And Yandy went down there and protested and stuff like that, and it became big news and stuff. And so he think that his paperwork got to get processed through that prison. So that's why it's being held up, because she was out there protesting. So she concerned about that. And then we see her meet up with her business partner, Jamila, who served 12 years in prison and now is out being an advocate for other prisoners and stuff. So, and she's her business partner or whatever. Like, we saw her earlier in the season where she went down to the mayor's office and stuff. But at any rate, what we see? Oh, we see Jamila and Yandy meet up in this diner. And Jamila is, they just doing like small talk at first or whatever like that. And what was I saying? Oh, so yeah, it was on small talk about the little program Yandy got set up through the mayor, the jobs and the houses and stuff like that. So then Jamila was like, girl, did you see what's going on down there in Mississippi? And so she was like, no, what's going on in Mississippi? So she showed her, and she showed her the videos, pictures, like all this stuff. Prisoners living in just nastiness. Like 6 prisoners already died. It's rodents just going over the trays of food. I guess they shitting on the food too. It's blood and stuff. Like, it's just a nasty environment. Like, prison already nasty, but then it was just like times 20 of nasty. So what happened? She was like, well, we got to go down there. We bringing a team down there to Mississippi, and we protesting, whatever. And she was like, oh my God, she was like, if me and DC was down there in that situation, I would be the first one to protest and stuff like that. But I'm just concerned, like, what if I get locked up when I'm down there, and then I got a felony, and then he ain't got nowhere to go? And then she started crying and stuff. And but at the end, she was basically like, because I guess she was just weighing her pros and cons out loud, basically. So in the end, she was basically like, all right, Mississippi it is. I'm headed down to Mississippi. And so she went down there to Mississippi. Jamila couldn't go because she on parole. So she got to get permission to go down there. So I guess when they found out what she was going down there for, they was like, oh, hell no, girl, no. So she couldn't go or whatever. So Yandy went by herself, or I guess with a little small team or something. They meeting up. And then they were just showing clips of Yandy protesting, having the families, the mayor down there protesting. They didn't get to meet with the governor. Was it the governor? I think it was the governor. I don't want to give y'all no wrong. Yeah, it was the governor. They couldn't speak to him. They prevented them from speaking to the governor or whatever like that. But they was just like, they're not going to give up, and they're going to keep protesting. And speaking of protesting, she going to talk about something. They need to hurry up and let Mendici out, or she'll get the protesting on their front yard or something. I was like, Yandy, first of all, the man was supposed to serve 8 years and he only serving 4. Like, he getting out early. If you don't bump your brakes, like, calm down. It's not like he was innocent and ain't do nothing to get in jail. Like, girl, bye. Shut up. And as we already know, not Yandy, because she wasn't in jail. But man, DC is out on parole. I think he had a halfway house or something like that. So he finally out of jail. But I was like, how's she gonna protest somebody like this man was innocent and she out here fighting for... Man, Yandy, stop. Then the big story, child. We see Chrissy. She's talking about her son. She got a phone call from one of her friends and stuff, and she ain't seen this friend in a long time, and she meeting up with this friend. Then we see Olivia. So obviously we know she the friend. So she rolling up in a Rolls Royce or whatever. She get out. She like, hey girl. She was like, she been going for like 7 years or something like that. She ain't talked to Chrissy since then or whatever, but she didn't reach out either, so it's all good or whatever. And she just want to get back to, the friendship that they had before, because they had like a good friendship. Then they show like all these clips and stuff of them just hanging and, having like a good time on the show. they started talking. So it's been like 7 or 8 years since they talk, right? Chrissy wanted to say something. She was like, you my girl and everything, but I was mad at you at one point. And she was like, mad at me for what, girl? She was like, I don't even think she said it. They just showed clips of why she was mad at her. She was mad at this girl because Olivia had said that Chrissy was the person who started the drama between her and Yandy, like she was in the wrong or whatever. I agree. Like, what was the problem? Because she spoke her truth. Like, that was her opinion. So you mad because she said that you was in the wrong, but you was in the wrong. Like, you was mad aggressive for no reason. Like, okay. So she gonna talk about something. She was mad at her for that. She was like, oh no, girl, we gonna have to talk. She was like, this is changing stuff. Why do you bring it up? If it wasn't that important, what you bring it up for? Like, if Chrissy don't go somewhere. But anyway, y'all, they was talking, and then Olivia was like, child, what she say? She was like, what you doing? What you doing here or whatever, something like that. I forgot. But she was like, oh, I'm getting back to the music and stuff. Olivia do have a nice voice, but we ain't hear, we ain't heard from her and stuff like that. But she said she dropped a single. What single? Did Olivia? Anybody know the single? I'm being serious, like for real. Anybody know what the single was? Somebody drop it down there. I would like to listen because I liked her first song that she had. Wasn't it Biz Ounce? That was the only one I remember. I don't remember nothing else from Olivia. But if she dropped a single, I want to listen to it because I think she has a very nice voice. But anyway, she said she back to get into the music and stuff like that. Her mom passed away a year ago, and she was saying that so I don't know if she said her mama passed a year ago and then she had to take 4 years to get back together, or her mom passed away 4 years ago as well. But her mom passed away, so she really had to, like, take care of herself, take care of her father, take care of, stuff she needed to take care of. So she stepped away from the music for a while, but then she back. She said she gonna meet up with Fresher because he got like a little single with Remy, Jim Jones. She was like, oh, he did a song with Jim Jones. Chrissy was just like, okay. Like, wouldn't she know that? She was all in Jim Jones' business when he was getting managed by Andy, but yet you don't know this man did a song with some girl. Stop. But anyway, she was like, so I'm gonna reach out to him. And so then Chrissy asked about Rich, and then she was like, I don't even want to talk about him because he did some real foul shit. He did some Judas type stuff that I don't even want to discuss or whatever. So she ain't really say, well, we ain't hear her say what happened there. But she said it in a confessional, saying like he stole money from her and all this other stuff. So, what happened? Yeah, so she was like, he was taking money and using it for himself. That's what she said. And she was like, he was like a brick bro to her, so she don't understand why he did this to her and stuff like that. Then we see her, she in a like a studio type thing, and she with a band, and she's singing and stuff like that. Fresh with his old goofy looking ass. He up there, all this extra stuff. Ugh. And then she was saying that, he did a single with Jim, Cardi, Remy, and she said somebody else's name, I can't remember. So she want to work with him or whatever. And he trying to sign her basically to get back at Rich. But he also said he was a fan of her music and he want to do a song with her. But his motive is basically to get back at Rich, to show that he got a hit song with somebody that Rich couldn't handle type thing. She kind of sort of told him about what happened with Rich, but she ain't going into real detail and stuff. And then he tells her that Rich stole Geneski from him or whatever like that. And my thing is, Geneski really wasn't yours because you really wasn't managing her right. You was too worried about her ass and her titties to manage her right. You had this girl on pause for so long. So tell the whole story. Like, don't make it seem like he just came and swooped her up. He was doing stuff for her that you wasn't. So what's she gonna do? She want her career to pop. What's she gonna stand by and be quiet? Like, y'all know I just Fresher with his old. He always lying. Why he always lying about something? But anyway, Olivia told him that she gonna be in town for a couple weeks and she need to hit him up. Blah blah blah. Then we see her. She in the studio with Fresher. She's singing and he making these weird ass noises at the end of her end of the sentence type thing. I was like, if he don't shut up. So then he start rapping because all he did was repeat her the line she gave. Then he was saying that he called Rich down there, and that's when he was basically like his motive was to get back at Rich and blah blah blah. But he called Rich down there so he can see that he was working with Olivia. Rich come in there, she's singing and stuff, and he looking like, Olivia, what? Or whatever, because Rich came in at a gloat that he had signed in the ski in front of, to Fresher or whatever. But Fresher had him, he leveled up on him. Yeah, because everybody know about Olivia. Nobody really know about Jeniski. But anyway, so Rich was like, oh, you sorry motherfucker. Something he called him. I forgot what he said. But oh, you piece of ish. That's what he told me. He was like, you piece of shit. You did okay. I see you. Game recognized game. Okay. You got Olivia or whatever. So he was like, how y'all know each other and stuff? He was like, I'm a fan of her music. And I thought we were working on a song together, He was like, oh, okay, touche, my brother. So Olivia, what's going on? So then she was just like, she can't believe that Fresher brought him down here. Fresher ain't really know the significance of the situation and stuff like that. So she was just like, to Fresher, she was like, I don't really want to have this conversation in front of you. But then she busts out with, what I do to you, my nigga? Like, she stop. I was just like, well, he's still standing here. So then she going at Rich, and then Fresher was basically like, all right, I'm gonna just dip out. I'm gonna give you 5 minutes. One of them ain't really paying him no attention no more. But they ain't speaking 5 years or whatever, and she going at it. She like, what I do to you? Like, you stole money from me or whatever. Let me see. Yeah, she was like, you was like my best. You was like one of my best friends. So what did I do to you? He was like, what are you talking about? She was like, why are you acting surprised? Like, what's going on? Why are you acting surprised? He was like, what? You stole from me, my nigga. He was like, stealing from you? What are you talking about? You let Cisco get all up in your head. I'm glad you know the friend I'm talking about. So, yeah, I'm just saying, you broke my heart. Broke your heart? Yeah, I'm not playing with you. You broke my heart. I'm being serious right now. You broke my heart. You took my money. Took your money. And like, he just kept repeating what she said. And she was like, yeah, you took my money from something waking up in December. What happened to the money from December? That wasn't it. I got the tour calls, my nigga. I done talked to everybody on the board. Everybody said you got the money. It was funneled in to Rich Dollars Unlimited. But it was supposed to be funneled into Rich Dollars Unlimited. What you don't even go there with me? You was like my bro. I was just sis. Like, he was like, look, you sung the song, but that was my record. Oh, it wasn't my record. And on that note, I'm out. So then she grabbed her stuff and she left. And so then he tells us, like, yeah, she sung the song December, but that was my record. I was supposed to get paid, so I ain't steal nothing from you, oh. And then that pretty much is how it ended or whatever like that. Child, this is why you got to read your contract. You got to read your contract. Because, I don't know, child. I do not know. I don't know if he stole, like, it's still shiesty because she sung the song, so I think she should get some kind of percentage, and he should get a percentage because he wrote the song, he produced the song, he did all this stuff with the song. But she sang the song without her voice on the song. It really was just words on paper. So he should give her something. But I mean, what her contract say? That's why when you in this music biz, I don't know if they do it to actors and actresses and stuff like that, but I know people in the music industry, they got all the goddamn time because they so worried about that bling and them rides outside that they not really paying attention to them words on their paper, and they need to read all them words on their paper and get an attorney to help them read it and get that magnifying glass and get on in there and look at that fine print, because whatever she signed on that contract sound like Rich made a come up on her. So yeah, so sad for you, Olivia. But I guess we're gonna see what's gonna happen next week, because Rich meeting with his mama, and then he meeting up with Cisco, and then we saw what's his name, Peter Guns, sitting there looking all simple in the face. And then next week we see Kim Bella going after Andy about the fight. That I'm not even gonna get into it because after I saw that preview, I was like, Kimbella, you giving all this energy to Yandy. Did you give all that energy to Chrissy and she beat your ass? Stop. But we'll talk about that next week, okay? So anyway, y'all, this was the review for Love and Hip Hop New York. Tell me how y'all like it by hitting that like button or commenting down below. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell to tell you when I'm dropping new stuff. All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.